Hey, I'm Fish. I did a little thing different today. I adjusted down a couple of things and we're almost back to the norm. It's got moisture in the air, fog, sun's not out, and we'll see what we can get in today's shots. I adjusted my sharpness to -1, video noise reduction, -1. At least I wear a helmet. I'm gonna try to be comparing some with the Sony ZV1F. It's the same as the Sony ZV1 Mark II, believe it or not, in video. Yeah, we caught up. Yes, indeed. I got both cameras in hand. I'll give it a little slow pan. And then we'll go continue on and shoot with the Action 5 Pro, and then do another comparison. We're gonna have to do this another day as well. A day when, you know, the sun is out and we have a sky to make it fair. But we get the idea now. Now, you know, you can see the density, the fog. And in the camera, it's a lot bright. It's a lot bright right here. And it should be darker over here. Dark. I'm not sure if I get the right shot. So let me stop. Both cameras down. And just look above. And see if I could step into the shot for you at the leading edge of the cameras over here. I want to step a little further back, but what I am going to do is I'm going to rotate the camera some so I could get in the shot. I am in the shot, and I'm further from the camera. I'm 2 posts away, and that is about 10 feet. If I come into the picture about 8 feet, is the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro brightening up as I get closer to the camera? Because I showed you that I can make this sensor brighten up as I get close to the camera if I'm centered. And I am where 4 feet. If I hold the camera, this is 3 feet. That's 4 feet. And the shot, I'm not sure what the Sony looks like because I basically, you got it. I turned my screen around. My Sony will keep me in focus. And I'm not talking about autofocus because we got 2 fixed focus cameras with one that has a continuous fixed focus. If I wanted to get an autofocus, I would have gotten my Sony ZV1 Mark II out for you. And this way you get to see the shot, which is really darker over there now. That is becoming lighter over here. So I am gonna move down. Get to the highlight. I can't say stop recording to Sony because they don't have voice command. As we ride along, battery life, love it. I don't see any difference because of the betaware that I'm using, and I always keep my camera on. So let's go down to my area and see what it looks like. Foggy, right? But the sun's gonna come out, which it is just about now, sunrise, and it's gonna take away, you got it, the fog. I should have brought with me my tripod, but I didn't. I just grabbed my camera and what I got. So I apologize for not having horizon balance in the Sony. Sony's not an action camera unless you have their action camera. And we have here is royal blue, black with a satin, white with a softness, and this is a shirt, I say on the grayish side, but pants that are blue, jeans. And back you have some red and blue, and you have my light blinking red and blue. Now off, and brown strap and handle. Now, if you want to check the color out, palettes at a paint store, grab and pick one company and just pick those colors and put the names down so you all could figure out what it is. But this is a paper towel, and they all are the same color. Tell me if it brightens up when I bring it to the camera and dims down. It's concentrating on me when I get close to the camera. And I don't love the sensor. This is like Sony ZV1F and its continuous focus center versus autofocus, their continuous focus. And the Sony ZV1 and the Mark II are the best of the camera over the social media budget ZV1F that was made for everybody at a lesser price that can get the same feel of those two cameras and on a budget and get the shot out. And the difference is the ZV1 Mark II, like I said, autofocus, ND filter, not much more. And a zoom, 3x zoom. I learned that I love 30x zoom than 3x. And I could get in a lot closer. 3x zoom would get that flag in pretty close and get you the shot you need before digital comes about. Well, I'm going to change my scenery. I'm going to face the other way now. How do I look to you? I have to back out some. Action cameras really pick up nice and close. If I get too close to the camera, the color sensor, I call it the color sensor, some call it the white balance sensor, and other people call it something else. The sensor underneath where the action is. I wonder if you could just basically put a piece of tape over it, stop it. But it's going to sense a piece of tape. DJI, please give us a switch that we could manually and automatically, so we could turn it on and off, enable and disable it. Let us choose what we want. Well, we're getting some things the way we want. This is betaware version V01 040701. DJI has already said they're going to be releasing newer firmware to correct the timer shooting in the camera. How sweet is that? So they are in the works of fixing their camera. And maybe this fall of 2025, as expected, we'll see a number of new cameras come on the market from companies. Summer would be a great time for us, but we'll wait. We'll wait for them to fix the camera, because if the camera doesn't get fixed, some people may just go to Insta360 Ace Pro 2. And I tried that camera out. I tried the Ace Pro 2 out a few times. And it's like my Sony ZV1F here. I flip the screen up, I can see a nice large screen. I gotta play with the settings to get it to the way I want it. And then I have to switch it when I'm in low light. And DJI, you know, set it up once, leave it alone, and you got everything just right. I don't have to go into that super night. And with Insta360, you got Pure Video Plus. All you gotta do is hit the low light. It automatically goes into Pure Video Plus. You don't have to switch over to the mode. Just press it, you're in Pure Video Plus. When you finish your shot at nighttime, it should switch back. But when I tested it out, I had some troubles doing it. Maybe because it wasn't long enough or inside the house, bright enough, I don't know. And it did make things bright, but I didn't want to go, I'm supposed to step this way, to the dark side. Well, like I said, waiting for that sun to come up for this to burn out. It's almost there, burning out, believe it or not. It's a nice clear shot. Well, I said my good talk with this. You got comparisons. Can I do flat with Sony? I sure probably can, but I don't like messing around with all these settings of the cameras because then I gotta remember what I got on here, what I got on there. Well, time for me to put the Sony away. I tell you, almost looks like an Insta360 Ace Pro 2 with that hand grip that they got. I don't know why I need to have an action camera that's the size of a point and shoot like so. An action camera is meant to have fun. I understand you want to use it for vlogging and take it out. This is so annoying. You can't hold it one hand and hit the record button because it's over here. You're going to drop it. It should have been in the center over here, a little bit more. And then you can hit the record. It should have been in the back as well, so you could hold it. They should have had voice command. They should have had hand gestures. All these extra things, gimmicks. I'm about to just end my vlog. I'll come down to the water's edge over here, and yeah, we'll turn around, and then you can see how dense it is that you won't be able to see. Now, I may go back to another camera in the future if the sales are on again, and that'll be my final decision. I miss a couple of things. This camera don't have it. Pause recording, record on playback, but the battery life is not there, and I will have to flip the screen around. Yeah, I'm talking about the Insta360 Ace Pro 2. And it seems to be a camera that doesn't do one of these on me with the gyro, and it stays locked on in horizon balance from the start. I don't like the blurriness of hitting start. It doesn't show in the picture, but it shows on the camera a blurry shot. And I like the way it brings down in a small thumb stamp and over to the side. And yeah, each camera has its ups and downs. That's all I'm saying. And if you think Insta360 is better or worse, and vice versa, DJI and GoPro, well, just have a camera, share your story, and have the fun. Well, I am going to put you maybe on the handlebars and get on going, not with the clamp, but attach you directly to the, you got it, the fender washer. And let's get on going. I want to avoid the water, the sprinkler, and the sand. Yeah, I got a nice smooth bike ride in low light, fog, dense. I get to test out my cameras the way I like it, and all that good stuff. I'll try to make these turns nice and slow so you don't get dizzy. Let's head into that tree for you. Now we'll get right on the path. Well, there you have it. You got a nice talk. You get to see what a point and shoot camera, a Sony ZV1F, compared to the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro I own. And if you want to see a Sony ZV-1 Mark II, I could do that too, but personally, there's no difference between the two cameras at all. And you get a great shot either way. It's my the go-to camera, that is, the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. I'm happy with it. I'm contented. I don't think I could do anything more than I can, but if you want to see something that tested out with betaware, don't hesitate to ask, and I see what I can do to share the fun. Once you load betaware, you're not getting any downgrade versions of software. I gave my request in twice to the person, and now I have to wait for their response and their return reply if they're going to offer firmware back to me, the one I want or a previous version. Well, I am Fish. Post down below, share a like, show a love, and I'll see you on the next one. Time for me to get on out, go meet up with Joe, and take care of business. Have a great day, and I'll catch you on the next one. I told you that there's the sun. Gotta burn through all this stuff. And that's why I love the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. Instant on in a matter of a half of a second or more, than waiting 4 seconds, which is already outdated. In today's world, we need Insta360 Ace Pro 2 to make that instant on. Please make it on, and you have an excellent camera.